With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the sideline and incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Be nice now.
We want them for field goals,
there you go.
not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Go.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Ready,
now
break.
a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Ready,
And Stroud now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud looking to change the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 79 Broncos.
The throwing again is Stroud. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Stroud. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Big strides. Look at him go. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelsey, 77 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Complete here to Jordan Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Stroud sets up the play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Buffalo 18.
Stroud to throw it. Open man downfield is Rice. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.